Test, test.
Let's see, I got a show order here somewhere. You gave me right.
Well, good morning, everybody. I think we'll get our Angus show underway. This morning, I'd like to welcome you to the Watertown Winter Farm Show, and thank you for joining us for the Angus show this morning. We will have, this year, we have a nice group of heifers, and so we will start our show with Class 1 coming in the ring this morning. Our judge today is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. Ed and Nathanie, along with their family, own and operate Double E Cattle Company. They raise Simmental and Sim Angus cattle. Ed also worked as a herdsman for over 30 years at Hook Farms in Tracy, Minnesota. And throughout many years, he and his family have been involved in judging cattle throughout the Midwest. So we really appreciate Ed's coming here and joining us and offering his time today to evaluate our offering. So in the ring now, we have, first in the ring was Lot 3, consigned by Jason Dahl, with a date of birth of 4/22/21. And then following her, we had Lot 4, consigned by Willer Cattle Company, with a birth date of 4/13/21. And we do have a couple additional lots that are not cataloged. We have a lot 38 and 39. They're on the supplement sheets around all the bleachers, so if you don't have that, I invite you to grab one. We have a handful of substitutes and some updated EPDs, and then also those added lots, so please go ahead and find that.
Well, good morning. Really beautiful day here in Watertown compared to sometimes I've been here, so I appreciate the weather. I want to thank the committee for inviting me to come up and analyze the cattle today. I look at it as a real privilege, and I'm looking forward to it. If the first class is any indication, we're going to have a fun morning. Two really nice females to start the day out. I chose to start with this heifer on top. Really probably balances up the best for me today. I like her big sweeping rib. I like her length of body. Just really strong topped, very eye appealing from the side. Just puts a lot of things together. Not to take anything away from the second place heifer, really a long bodied, really feminine through that front end. I really appreciate that about her, the way she fits into those front shoulders. I think a heifer that also has a lot of potential for whoever buys her today down the road. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Placing for that class, we had Lot 3 consigned by Jason Dahl and family, followed by Lot 4 consigned by Willer Cattle Company. Coming in the ring now, we have Class 2. This is Lot 5, consigned by Reese Family Angus. She has a birth date of March 18th, 21. Coming in next, we have Lot 6, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus, with a birth date of March 4. And then finally, Lot 7, consigned by Faxon Cattle Company, with a February 23rd birthday. On behalf of the Angus consigners, we would like to say thank you to the Watertown Chamber of Commerce Ag Committee. The last couple years, they've donated just $600 in cash to our breed and the other breeds as well for us to do with what we please, use to take down our sale expense or donate to our junior program, whatever the breed feels they'd like to do with it. Here with the Angus, we decided to divvy that cash out and give every consigner a little cash for the ride home. We really appreciate that money. It gives us a little something to stop by and patronize the businesses here in Watertown on our way out of town. really say thank you for that. So we really appreciate that, and just we'll be announcing again throughout the day that every consigner in the Angus program will leave with a little cash, and we'll divvy that all out at the end.
Once again, we got a really nice 3 good individuals in this class. A lot of differences, but they all got awful lot of good to offer depending on what you're looking for. I chose to start with the heifer that, for me, once again, balanced up the best. I thought she was a little more elegant through that front end, balanced up a little better over that top and through that hip. Just appreciated her from the side profile, but yet you get behind her, got a lot of meat and muscle, and really gets around the ring and tracks really well, and I appreciate that about her. Second place heifer I really like as far as brood cow potential. She is massive, really thick-made, really powerful heifer. I think could really go on down the road and produce some bulls for a guy. Maybe not quite as pretty through that front end, but really structurally sound as well, massive, just a good kind of heifer. The third place heifer I really like as well too. From the side profile, she is really striking. I think with the right management, she could go out and still show for a young person. She's got all the parts and pieces, just a little greeter today, but an excellent individual. 3 nice heifers in this class. Thank you.
Placings for Class 2. First in that class was Lot 5, consigned by Reese Family Angus of Hancock, Minnesota. Second was Lot 6, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus of Pipestone, Minnesota. And then rounding out that class, we had Lot 7, consigned by Faxon Cattle Company of Belle Plaine, Minnesota. And this year we had a couple new consigners welcomed from both Minnesota and other states as well, Wisconsin and South Dakota. So we're really excited about the offering we're bringing you guys today, as well as our staple consigners that are always bring excellent cattle for you every year here in Watertown. In the ring now, we have our single entry bred heifer for Class 3. She is Lot 9, consigned by Jason Dahl. She is a March 14 heifer.
A really nice bred heifer in this class. She sure could have stood some competition today. Really like her from the side profile, really level topped. Get behind her, she's massive. She's really got some meat and muscle in her. She's sure pretty enough through that front end for me. Starting to udder up nice. Looks like she's going to have a baby pretty quick here. So it's a real nice female to use in this class. Thank you.
end of the either at the end, or if you want to do pictures first and then, yeah, it's up to you.
Let's do it right after. Yeah, let's do pictures before.
Yeah, it's up to your show.
Okay. All right, in that class we had our single entry bred heifer, lot 9, consigned by Jason Dahl. Coming in the ring next, we will pick our champion Angus female and our reserve Angus female. So from class 1, we have lot 3, consigned by Jason Dahl. From class 2, we have lot 5, consigned by Reese Family Angus. And from class 3, lot 9, also consigned by Jason Dahl. If you're just joining us, our judge today is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. We sure appreciate his time coming down to evaluate the offering today. He and his family own and operate Double E Cattle Company. They raise Simmental and Sim Angus cattle. He also worked as a herdsman for over 30 years at Hook Farms in Tracy, Minnesota. And throughout many years, he and his family have been involved judging cattle throughout the Midwest. In the ring now is our champion and reserve Angus selection. After the champion Angus selection, we will take a quick break and get a picture on the backdrop with the judge and the champion and reserve heifers.
Yes, we do. Well, I'm really pleased when we get back out here for our championship lineup. We didn't have a lot of numbers of heifers, but boy, we had some good ones. Top to bottom today, every heifer that walked in here has got a lot to offer, and I was really impressed with that. Just depends on what you're looking for in your breeding program when you go home. Pick out the heifer that check with the numbers with the breeder. Look at their EPDs, what you're looking to do, but I just think there's heifers here that'll show. There's heifers that'll go back and make good cows. Just a great offering that these people have brought to town for you guys today. The first heifer in the first class, I really like her sweeping rib, big old bold heifer. I like her extension of front end, just a really nice, complete type of heifer, really sound and functional and gets around the ring well. My next heifer, I really like her for her balance. She never gives you a bad view from the side profile. She's level topped, really attractive to look at, but yet you get behind her, she's really got some power, super good on her feet and legs, a big hoof on her. I like that about her. Just a really attractive female. We get to the bred heifer, very impressive in her own right. Being heavy with calf, obviously she's not going to look as fresh and youthful as the other two, but she's doing a great job holding herself together, bagging up nice, and if you're looking for something to go home and make you some money right away, this is certainly the female for you. But there's been a couple today that have kind of hit me pretty hard. I'm going to go out and shake the hands of the champion. We'll bring the second place in, if there is one in that class, and then we'll go from there.
Our champion Angus female at the 2022 Watertown Angus show and sale goes to Lot 5. RFA B Pride 129, consigned by Reese Family Angus of Hancock, Minnesota. Coming in, we have second from that class, Lot 6, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus. Reserve champion Angus female goes to Lot 3, Dolls Edels 187, consigned by Jason Dahl. Congratulations to the consigners. We will take a real quick break right now while the heifers are looking fancy and get a quick picture of them on the backdrop, and then our judge will be back in and we'll start our bull show. All right, we are getting ready to begin our Angus Bull Show today. If you're just joining us, our judge today is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. Ed, along with his family, owns and operates Double E Cattle Company, raising Simmental and Sim Angus. He worked as a herdsman for over 30 years at Hook Farms near Tracy, Minnesota. And throughout his years, he and his family have been involved in judging cattle throughout the Midwest. And we're really appreciative of having Ed here today and evaluate the offering for everybody. We have a few new consigners this year and some consigners that I call staples that bring great cattle every year that we're happy to have back and welcome back. And the Egg Chamber has donated $600 in cash, and so every consigner here today will walk away with $40 for consigning with us today, courtesy of the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce Egg Committee. All right, coming in the ring, we have our first class of bulls, Class 4. First in was Lot 10, consigned by Dawes Angus, with a birth date of March 31st. Following him, we had Lot 11, consigned by C&M Cattle, with a March 28th birthday. And following is Lot 12, also consigned by Dawes Angus, with a March 26th birthday. If you haven't found a supplement sheet, I invite you to do that. They're kind of scattered throughout the bleachers. We have a couple additional lots that are not in the catalog, and their information is listed there for you, and also a handful of substitutions and just EPD updates on that supplement sheet. So go ahead and find one of those if you haven't done that yet.
Well, we got three nice individuals to get our bull division going here. A lot of different types and kinds in this class, but all three have a lot to offer in different aspects depending on what you're looking for. Really like the young ladies that leading out the bull first. I think he's the most complete bull in the class. Really balances nicely from the side. I like his hip structure. I like when you get behind him, he's got some power. He's got some lower stifle. If I could change him just a bit, I'd maybe give him a little more extension of front end, but that's being picky on a pretty good bull. Next bull, I really like his length of body. Super long bull if you're looking to put some length in your calves. He's certainly going to do that, but you get behind him, he's got a nice square hip, really nice through those hooks and pins. I like that about him, and just a real sound functional bull. Next bull, a little framier bull, but if you're looking to put some size in your calves, I sure think he's going to go out and do that. Really nice through that front end, really sound footed, just a good kind of individual as well. Good rugged bull. Thank you.
Placings for Class 4. First was Lot 12, consigned by Dawes Angus. Second in that class was Lot 11, consigned by C&M Cattle. And rounding out that class was Lot 10, also consigned by Dawes Angus. We did, if you notice, we ran all the bulls across a scale yesterday, so the consigners are wearing harnesses, and in the back it should have their animal's weight. If you notice that, that's what that indicates. It is not on a supplement sheet or anything, it's just on the consigners themselves. So if you have questions, feel free to visit with your consigners in the back, or myself, and I can get you that information too. All right, coming in now we have Class 5. First in the ring is Lot 15X. He is a substitute, and you'll find his information on the supplement sheet. He is consigned by the Reese family Angus out of Hancock, Minnesota. All right. Sneaking in front, we got Lot 38. Consigned by Roman Cattle Company of Marshall, Minnesota. And then Lot 15X, followed by Lot 21X, also a substitute you'll find on your supplement sheet, consigned by C&M Cattle. And rounding out that class, we have Lot 16, consigned by Brandon Decker Rolling Plains Ranch. And these bulls' birth dates range from March 18th to March 5th.
Well, four more really nice bulls, really different in their type and kind and also in their performance. On each end of the class, I've got the two better profiling bulls, the ones that balance up the best to me, but the one down on the end probably just lacked the performance the other cattle had. This guy here, when he finally gets out and moves and sets up for the young man, I like a lot. He was super balanced, super straight in his lines, attractive through that front end, but you get behind him, to me, he is the thickest quartered bull in this class, and he's got the biggest top in him. Just a nice, powerful bull, just in a more moderate package. The next bull, taking nothing away from him, really appealing also from the side profile. Deep sweeping rib, I like that about him, ton of rib in him. Really sound, functional when he gets around the ring. You really appreciate that. Maybe just not quite the power the other bull had, but a really, really good, useful kind of bull that I think will do a lot of good for a lot of guys. Next bull, a bigger frame bull, more the highest performing bull in the class without a doubt, but I just didn't balance up quite as nicely. But boy, if you want to put some pounds into your calves, this guy will work, and he really gets out sound and functional. Looks like he's got some longevity in him. Another eye-appealing bull, just got out horsed today, but from the side profile, he's really nice to look at. He's got some meat and muscle, and I think can do somebody a lot of good. Four really nice bulls, depending on what you're looking for.
Class placings for Class 5 was Lot 15X, consigned by Reese Family Angus. Second in that class was Lot 16 by Brandon Decker Rolling Plains Ranch. Third in that class was Lot 21X, consigned by C&M Cattle. And rounding out that class, we had Lot 38, consigned by Vroman Cattle Company. Again, there are some additional lots not in the catalog and substitute information on the supplement sheets scattered throughout. All right, coming in the ring now, we have Class 6. First in is Lot 17, consigned by Rolling Plains Ranch. Lot 18, consigned by Reese Family Angus. Lot 19X, consigned by C&M Cattle. And Lot 39, consigned by Vroman Cattle Company. Today's Supreme Row sponsors for the Watertown Winter Farm Show are American Bank and Trust, Fiber, I'll butcher that, I apologize, Vans Implement, Great Western Bank, Kibble Equipment, and Midwest Vets Service. You can see there's new TVs up here for those of you on this side that are have all of their information on there, and they're pretty handy and a great addition to the show and sale ring. Also, if you notice us giving some cash out to consigners as they leave, we'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce Ag Committee for donating $600 to each breed to do with it as they please. The Angus have chosen to kind of divvy it up and give everybody a little driving home money for the day. And I know other breeds some give it to their juniors, some put it towards their overall sale expense, but it's a really nice addition and a really nice gesture, and we really appreciate that. So thank you to the Ag Committee.
We got 4 more really nice bulls they brought out in front of you. The bull for me, that he came to the top pretty easily for me. He's the most balanced, most uniform bull in the class. Big old top, big old hip in him. I really like the way he gets around the ring, really extended through that front end. A lot of eye appeal, but yet he sure puts some performance and muscle into that package as well. I just like him quite a bit. It's really close between the next 2 bulls. I chose to use the bull that's got a little more length of body. I really appreciate that about him. Super long, super sound on his feet and legs when he gets around the ring. Nice square hip and sure adequate in that muscle. I think a bull that could give you a lot of performance when you use him down the line. The next bull is definitely the deepest bodied bull in the class today. I really like that about him. Big stout rib to him. Really sound and functional as well. Big square hip. Just a real nice uniform performance type bull, and I think could do a lot of guys a lot of good. Next bull, once again, just got out-horsed a little bit in this class, but when you analyze him, he's really got a lot of meat and muscle, big old stifle in him, and sure appreciate that about him, and I think a bull that could put a lot of pounds in your calves for you. Really nice set of bulls.
All right, class placings for Class 6. First in that class was Lot 18 by Reese Family Angus. Second was Lot 19X by C&M Cattle. Third, Lot 17 from Rolling Plains Ranch. And rounding out that class, we had Lot 39 by Vroman Cattle Company. Now we'll have class winners from those last 3 classes, Class 4, 5, and 6, come in, and we'll do a late calf division and a reserve late calf division. So coming in first, we have the winner from Class 4. He is Lot 12, consigned by Dolls Angus. Next, winner from Class 5, Lot 15X, consigned by Tyler Cole and Connor Reese of Reese Family Angus. And then we have the class winner from Class 6, Lot 18. Also consigned by Reese Family Angus.
A nice lineup here for our calf champion. 3 bulls that I think are really sound, functional. I'm very pleased when I get them out here and take a look at them. I think they balance up very nicely. I keep talking balance all day, but that's something I really look at, and I'm very critical on feet and legs and structure, and these bulls all got that. Depends, like I said, keep saying whatever you're looking for. They can do a lot of good for you. You just got to see what works in your program. But today there's one calf that came to the top pretty easily for me, and that'll be the winner of the last class we had. Congratulations.
Late Calf Champion went to Lot 18, consigned by Reese Family Angus of Hancock, Minnesota. Coming in the ring was second in that class, Lot 19X, consigned by C&M Cattle Company.
For reserve, gets really close between the young lady and the young man up here on the north end of the ring. I think they're very similar in kind. Both plenty adequate in their meat and muscle. They're really structurally sound, get around the ring really well. Today, I'm just going to use the added performance that the young lady's bull's got, and she will be reserved. Congratulations.
Reserve Late Calf Champion goes to Lot 12 of Dall's Angus, coming out of Class 4. All right, coming in the ring next, we have Class 7. Nope, Lot 18 champion, Lot 12 reserve. If you're just joining us online or here in person, our judge today is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. Ed and Nathanie, along with their family, own and operate Double E Cattle Company. They raise Simmental and Sim Angus cattle. Ed worked as the herdsman for Hook Farms in Tracy, Minnesota for over 30 years. And he and his family both have been involved in judging cattle throughout the Midwest, and we appreciate his time. Ed will be joining us today in evaluating the Hereford Show following Angus as well. All right, now starting on Class 7. Coming in the ring, we have Lot 20, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus. I would like to say thank you to our ring crew and our crew in the back. They're all consigners today, and so we really appreciate volunteering their time and efforts to help us out. It takes a lot of people to put a show on, and it's really great. We have a great group of consigners that are all willing to step up and help out whenever and wherever. So that's always awesome, and so thank you to everyone here. All right. Coming in the ring now, we have Lot 23, consigned by Derek Gaikowski, followed by Lot 24, consigned by C&M Cattle, and Lot 25, also consigned by Derek Gaikowski. Bulls range in age, birth dates from February 22nd to February 16th.
Oh, we got another class, top to bottom, 4 really good individuals. Pick and choose what you like. I could sure understand if you'd sort them a different way, but this bull in first comes up to the top fairly easily for me. A combination of balance and style. I just love the way he gets around the ring. He just floats when he gets out there and moves. Super square, super balanced. I love his hip structure. Especially love the way he fits those front shoulders into his neck and shoulder junction. Just really a complete nice bull to start with. Then we get the 2 pounds heavy bulls in the class. You really got to appreciate that. It's really close. You can switch these around, and I wouldn't argue at all. I just thought this guy maybe moved around the ring just a touch better than the bull in third. But if you want to put some meat and muscle in your calves, jump on these 2 guys, because they've really got it. They're big, rugged bulls, heavy bone structure, but yet they're sure sound enough for today. Especially the third bull, he is super thick. You get behind him, he's just massively muscled, really powerful, big old top in him. Sure like that about him, and I think he'll really get out and handle some cows for you. He's a big, rugged bull. The next bull too, just super complete in his lines, super sound. Just maybe got outpowered with muscle today, but sure got a lot of good about him, really extended through that front end. I like the way he fits into his shoulders as well. 4 really nice bulls.
Placings for Class 7. We have Lot 20, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus. Second was Lot 23, consigned by Derek Gaikowski. Third was Lot 25, also consigned by Derek Gaikowski. And rounding out that class was Lot 24, consigned by C&M Cattle. Coming in now, we have Class 8. First in the ring is Lot 27, consigned by John Bray Livestock. Lot 28, consigned by Kwasniewski Angus. Followed by Lot 29, consigned by Reese Family Angus. And Lot 30, consigned by Kangas Angus. As you look through the catalog, you might notice some consignor names that you recognize right off the bat that bring quality cattle year after year. You can always count on them being here. And you'll also notice some new names that you might not recognize. This Angus show and sale is not affiliated with the South Dakota Angus Association, so we're able to welcome consignors from across state lines, and we're really excited. And as sale managers, my husband Neil and I would like to say thank you to the consignors that are coming here every year, that we can count on, that bring good cattle every year, and also thank you to the new consignors that took a chance to come today. We're really excited to welcome new folks to Watertown. If you're following along in the ring now, we have Class 8, and these bulls range in age from February 8th to January 30th.
I apologize for taking a little longer time. Really challenging class here. 4 really nice individuals, once again, with a lot of different types and kinds. Once again, I'm going to use the calf that put most things together for me that I liked. I like his balance. I like his style. I like his hip. He's certainly not the heaviest muscle bull in the class. I'll be the first to admit that. But he's really smooth-shouldered, and I think he can do a lot of things awfully well, and that's why I used him. Next bull is a power bull in the class. Get behind him. You love his quarter. You love his hip. If I could change him just a touch, I'd like to get him to move around the ring a little freer, easier. Wants to pop that top just a bit, but that's being critical on a really nice bull. A lot of meat and muscle in that bull, and I think he'll go on and do a really nice job. Just a really complete bull next, really deep rib sound, functional type of a bull, big old top in him, nice quarter, gets around the ring well. Maybe you'd like to extend him up a little bit through that front end, but just an awfully good, sound, functional bull. Next bull, really a nice bull. He's in his plain clothes today, but he's got a lot of meat and muscle. He's got a big old top in him, long through that front end, really sound as well. So from top to bottom, 4 excellent bulls could do somebody an awful lot of good.
Thank you. Class placings for Class 8. And first in that class was Lot 29 from Reese Family Angus. Second in the class was Lot 27 from John Bray Livestock. Third, 28 from Kwasniewski Angus. And fourth in that class was Lot 30 from Kangas Angus. Coming in now, we have Class 9. First in the ring is Lot 31, consigned by Willer Cattle Company. Next is Lot 32, consigned by Kangas Angus. Next in, we have Lot 34, consigned by Kwasniewski Angus, followed by Lot 36X, also consigned by Kwasniewski Angus. You'll find 36X information on the supplement sheets in the bleachers if you're looking for it. And if you're wondering, we did run everybody across a scale yesterday, so consigners are wearing their animal's weight on their back if you're wondering how everybody did there. If you're following along, this is Class 9. Following this class, we'll bring class winners from the last 3 classes in and select an early calf champion. I should mention the bulls in this class range in age from January 23rd to January 5th.
Another good set of bulls. A lot of differences once again. I chose to use the 2 pounds heavy bulls, the performance bulls down in the end to start with. I used by far the most massive, heaviest muscled calf in the class. He's really a belly dragger. If anything, I'd maybe like to clean him up just a little bit through there. But boy, if you really analyze him and watch him get out in the ring, he really strides. He's got a long, fluid stride. He's very athletic in his movement, and just kind of a bull I think could probably cover a lot of ground for you this summer chasing them cows around. So a good high-performing type of calf to start with. The second place calf followed really closely in type and kind. I really like his depth of rib. I like his functionality. I like the way he gets around the ring as well. Big square hip, big top in him. Just super sound and functional. I think another bull that could handle a lot of cows. The next bull, very practical in his makeup. Maybe not as heavy muscled as the first 2 bulls, but very eye appealing from the side. He's sure got enough muscle shape and depth of rib. Really good through that front end, and another one that just could give you a nice uniform set of calves. Next bull, you really appreciate the length of body. This guy is long as a freight train, really smooth through that front end, through that neck and shoulders. Looks like he could sure maybe work on some heifers depending on what his EPDs say, but a really nice functional bull in his own right. Good set of bulls.
All right. In that class, placings for Class 9, we had first in the class was Lot 34 by Kwasniewski Angus. Second, Lot 36X. You'll find his information on the supplement sheets, consigned by Kwasniewski Angus as well. Third in that class was Lot 32 by Kangas Angus. And, whoa, hang on. I made a mistake. Fourth in class was Lot 32 by Kangas Angus. All right, coming in now, we're going to do our early calf division. These are the winners from the last 3 classes. First in the ring is from Class 7, Lot 20 from Dandy Acres Angus. Second in the ring is from Class 8, Lot 29 from Reese Family Angus. And then third in the ring should be our winner from the last class, Lot 34 from Kwasniewski Angus. All right, so in the ring right now, we're selecting our early calf champion and reserve. Our judge today evaluating the offering for us is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. Thank you, Ed, for your time and talents today. And don't forget, today, everything you see here will be selling about 12:30 right here. So if you need a bidder number, you can start getting that about a half hour prior to the start of the sale.
Well, for the early bull calf champion, got our 3 class winners back. I'm really pleased once again. I hope if you can see from the sides that they are uniform in type. I'm trying to follow a pattern. Cattle that are good on their feet and legs, cattle that got some meat and muscle in them, but yet still are attractive enough that you don't mind looking at them out in the pasture, and cattle that'll get out and work for you this summer. And certainly hope these bulls will do that. I got 2 bulls in this group that I like awfully well. It's really close between the 2 of them, but as I analyze them, the one that balances up the best for me today is the young man on the far right. He'll be your champion in this division.
Early calf champion went to lot 20, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus. He was out of class 7. Bringing in the second place bull from class 7 will be lot 23, consigned by Derek Ikowski.
A really nice bull that was second in that class, really deep-bodied, functional kind of bull. I liked him quite a bit in class as well, but for your reserve, I'm going to use the young man out of the second class as your reserve. Congratulations.
All right, reserve early calf champion goes to lot 29 from Reese Family Angus, and he was out of class 8. All right, we're just about finished with our bull show. We have one final class of big bulls, and also it will be our division senior bull champion and reserve champion as well. 2 entries in this class. And then following this class of big bulls and senior bull champion selection, we will bring our early calf and late calf champions and our senior back in to compete for overall champion Angus bull today. So coming in now, class 10, we have lot 35, consigned by Faxon Creek Cattle Company. This bull has a birth date of 12/23/20, followed by lot 37, consigned by S&R Angus with a birth date of 11/5/20. Both of these gentlemen are new consigners this year to the Watertown Angus show, for as long as I've been here anyway. So we appreciate them coming and sharing their time and talents and cattle with us. In the ring now, we have Class 10, a single class for this division. So placings for this class will also be our Senior Bowl champion and reserve senior champion. We'd like to thank our Supreme Rural sponsors for today. We have American Bank and Trust, Feber Vans Implement Incorporated, Great Western Bank, Kibble Equipment, and Midwest Veterinarian Service.
Well, really nice class of two older bulls, getting some bulls with more age that can really get out and cover some cows, and I think two really good individuals. I chose to use the pounds heavy bull. He just outperformed the next bull in class, but just really hard to put a hole in this guy. Really like him through that front end, really like the way he fits in those front shoulders, the depth of rib, super hip on him. Free and easy when he gets out and moves, walks like a cat. I just like this bull an awful lot. Next bull, high quality individual as well. Big, really big top. Get behind him, he's big old thick quarter in him. Got some depth of rib too, sound, functional. Just another bull that I think could handle a lot of cows for guys. Nice set of bulls.
All right. Senior Bull Champion went to Lot 37, consigned by SNR Angus. And Reserve Senior Champion went to Lot 35, consigned by Faxon Creek Cattle. Next up, we will have our Champion Angus Bull and Reserve Champion Angus Bull selection. We'd like to thank Ed Schmidt today from Slayton, Minnesota for evaluating our Angus offering. All right, coming in the ring first, we have our late calf champion. He is Lot 18, consigned by Reese Family Angus of Hancock, Minnesota. Then we have our early calf champion. He is Lot 20, consigned by Dandy Acres Angus of Pipestone, Minnesota. And then, of course, our senior bull champion consigned, Lot 37, consigned by SNR Angus of Weston, Wisconsin. Huh? How are you? Good. How are you? As a reminder, our Champion Angus bull and female will sit on Supreme Row this whole week and have a chance at the Supreme Row winnings, which will be $1,500 to each the buyer and consigner for Supreme Champion Bull. Supreme Champion Female will take home $1,000 each to buyer and consigner. And the Reserve Champion Bull and Female will get $250 each to buyer and consigner. Plus 605 Sires and Donors is awarding the Supreme Champion Bull and Female each a $100 gift certificate. So pretty exciting stuff. And now I will let Ed select our champion.
Well, once again, I'm really pleased. We got three really, really good bulls out here for me to choose from for your Champion Angus Bull. Before I do that, though, I just want to say to you guys, go back and visit with the breeders. You know what you need in your program. Visit with them. These guys have put a year in of breeding decisions, management, getting these cattle halter broke and brought here to town for you guys to evaluate. And they've done a super job, and I think you should put your hands together and give them a big round of applause. Like I said, nice set of bulls back here. Your preference, use any one you want. I can't argue with you much. They're all three sound, functional, packed full of meat, the kind of bulls that I think will get out and get the job done for you. It just depends on what you need for your program. But there's a couple today that have hit me pretty hard. And first I'm going to go shake the hand of the champion, and then we'll pick a reserve.
Champion Angus Bull at the 2022 Watertown Angus Farm Show is Lot 37, consigned by SNR Angus from Weston, Wisconsin. Coming in was the reserve from that class, Lot 35, consigned by Faxon Creek Cattle.
It gets really close for my reserve between the two on this end. The winner of the first division, he's probably got maybe just a touch more performance. I appreciate that about him. Super long, super good sided bull, a lot of depth of rib. The winner of the second division, I really liked his completeness. I talked about that in class and in division. Really loved the way he lays into that front shoulder, his neck-shoulder junction, the way he balances up. Really extremely close between these two. And I'm going to use the young man from the second division as reserve. Congratulations.
And reserve champion Angus bull at the 2022 Watertown Winter Farm Show goes to lot 20, Dandy Acres Angus from Pipestone, Minnesota. Thank you, everybody. A great Angus show. We're really excited about the offering. Hope you all stick around for the sale about 12:30. We're going to take a break and have pictures and give our judge a minute before the start of the Hereford sale, or show, excuse me.
Folks, welcome to the 2022 Watertown Winter Farm Show Hereford Show. We're about to kick off the Hereford Heifer classes with your Class 1 of Early Summer Yearling Females. This is a one-entry class.
There we go. Thank you. A really nice female here to start the Hereford division off. Heifer I like a lot. Really long-bodied, long-sided, really straight in her lines, extended through that front end. Well, I think she could really go out and make some young person a nice show heifer. You take her home and manage her right. She's got all the parts and pieces. I think she could be an extremely competitive show heifer or just make you a really good brood cow. Nice female to start with. Congratulations.
And your winner from Class 1 of your Early Summer Yearling Females goes to Jeff Michael from Pierre, South Dakota, with calf Michaels, Daniel 33J. That'll be your Lot 1 heifer in the sale later today. Now in the ring, you have your Class 2, your Spring Yearling Females. This is a one-entry class.
Just one in this second class, but this young man's doing a nice job with this heifer. Once again, she could sure stand some competition. Super long-bodied heifer. I really like that about her. Long-hipped, really a lot of length from those hooks to hip pin bones, square-hipped. Just a real maternal-looking look to this heifer. I think she could go out down in the road and make somebody a really nice cow. Congratulations, young man. Good job.
Your Class 2 winner of your spring yearling females goes to Hands 1530, Jasmine 84E 2102, exhibited by Hainsmeyer and Sons. That'll be your lot 2 in your sale later today. Now in the ring is your Class 3, your spring yearling females.
This class of three really nice individuals, especially that top end. They're really close placing. Flip-flop them either way. I chose to go with the higher volumed heifer. You get beside her, and I think she's just got more shape of rib. She's got a little more depth of rib, big old sweeping rib shape. I like that about her. Really long. Both these first two heifers are really super long body, and I think the first heifer had maybe just a little more extension through that front end as compared to the second. But also really sound, functional, really good kind of heifer coming second. Really like her as she gets out and moves around the ring. Super sound. Maybe just not quite as pretty about that front end, but really got brood cow written all over as far as I'm concerned. The next cow too, heifer, very functional, very sound, really long strided. I like that when she gets about the ring. Really square in her hip. I think has also got a lot of maternal look to her. I think it makes somebody an awfully good female. Three really nice heifers.
In your Class 3 of spring yearling females, first place goes to Michael's Maternal Lady 31J. That's your lot 3 in your program, exhibited by Jeff and Rebecca Michael of Pierre, South Dakota. Second place goes to your lot 4 LCC Martha 2104, exhibited by Michael Lindstrom. And your third place goes to Michael's Miss Thor 29J, exhibited by Jeff and Rebecca Michael. That's your lot 5 in the sale. Now in the ring is your Class 4 junior yearling females. Following this class, your judge will select your grand champion and reserve grand champion heifer.
I got a super nice female in this lone entry in this class. Certainly could have stood more competition. Really love this heifer when you get out on the side of her. Really profiles up nice, really elegant through that front end, like the way she fits in that neck shoulder junction, square hipped. Get behind her and she sure got some power and style to her, and yet really gets out on a really nice hoof and really sound and functional on her feet and legs. Pretty hard to poke a hole in this heifer. I like her a bunch. Congratulations.
And your class winner of Class 4, your junior yearling females, goes to your lot 6, TL Camila 2110, exhibited by Taylor Lasik. Now your judge will select your grand champion and reserve grand champion Hereford heifer. Our judge today sorting the Hereford heifers and bulls is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. Ed and Ethany, along with their family, own and operate Double E Cattle Company. They raise Simmental and Sim Angus cattle. Ed also worked as a herdsman for over 30 years at Hook Farms at Tracy, Minnesota. Throughout many years, he and his family have been involved in judging cattle throughout the Midwest. Please put your hands together and thank Ed for joining us today.
Well, we sure got a nice set of heifers here for our champion heifer lineup. We didn't have a lot of numbers, but we sure had a lot of good ones. Really appreciate that. I won't talk them again. I talked them all in class, but just I think they're really functional, very sound. They're all really good cattle. Just now it's my preference, what I like the best. There's a couple that I liked awfully well when they came in, and I still do when I look at them now. So with that, I'm going to pick your champion in reserve. Your champion's going to be the heifer from the last class. Congratulations on that. And the young lady right ahead of her will be your reserve. Good job.
And your champion Hereford female goes to your Lot 6, TL Camila 2110, exhibited by Taylor Lasik. Your reserve champion Hereford female goes to your Lot 4, LCC Martha 2104, exhibited by Michael Lindstrom. We will take a short break, and the judge will join in the backdrop with the champion females, and then we'll resume with the bull show. As a reminder, the sale, the Hereford sale, will follow the Angus sale, which begins at 12:30 p.m. later today. The champion Hereford female will be up for Supreme Champion Female Overall Breeds, and that'll be on February 11th at 3:30 p.m. There's a $1,000 prize for each buyer and consigner of the Supreme Champion Female. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors for today go to American Bank and Trust, Feber Van Implement Incorporated, Great Western Bank, Kimball Equipment, and Midwest Veterinary Services. Thank you for supporting the 2022 Watertown Winter Farm Show. If you're looking to get some lunch in between the shows and sales this afternoon, there's some concession stands back in this building a little bit further in, and I know they got some hot sandwiches inside. So help yourself over there and stick around for the sale this afternoon. All right, folks, we're ready to kick off your 2022 Watertown Winter Farm Show Hereford Bull Show. Now in the ring is your Class 5 Early Summer Yearling Bull. This is a one-entry class.
Another really nice single entry to start the bull show. Really like this calf from the side profile. Really straighten his lines, cleaning his makeup. Really good through that front head. Really extended, high-headed type of calf. Really like quite a bit. Could sure use some competition. We'll look forward to seeing him back here later.
Congratulations goes to Michael Lindstrom with LCC Jimmy 2110. That's your Lot 7 bull in the sale later today. Now in the ring will be your Class 6 Spring Yearling Bulls. This is also a one-entry class.
Another single entry in this class, a big, stout, rugged bull for his age. I'm really impressed with that. Stands on a lot of substance of bone, really powerful when you get behind him. Big old top, a lot of muscle to him. Really impressive for this age of a bull to be this rugged and this good-looking individual. We'll look forward to seeing him back in the championship.
In your Class 6 Spring Yearling Bulls, winner in that class goes to S.H. Jollyfellow, J321, exhibited by Schmidt Herefords. That's your Lot 9 bull. Now in the ring, we'll have your Class 7 Spring Yearling Bulls. There's 4 entries in this class.
Well, once again, top to bottom, 4 really nice bulls in this class, depending on what you're looking for. I just chose to start off this class with the dark red bull the young man's leading out. Really a powerful made bull. You get behind him, really appreciate his shape of quarter, his thickness of top. He's just packed full of muscle, yet he's really sound and functional. He's walking on a nice set of bone, gets around the ring quite easily. Especially when you get him set up, I especially like his profile and the muscle display that he shows. The next bull probably gives up a little muscling to the first place, but he's really super attractive from the side profile, really straight in his lines, really sound, really long strided bull. I like that behind it, about him. I think he can make some real nice calves for a breeder down the road. Next young man's coming out with this bull that's not happy to be here today. He's just a big, powerful, rugged bull that I think this summer will cover a lot of cows. Big substance of bone again, a lot of meat and muscle, very sound when he gets around the ring, just a good kind of a bull. The next young lady's got a really eye-appealing bull from the side. I really like him through his front end, really fits into his front shoulders nicely. Looks like he could sure make a calving ease type of a bull. 4 really good bulls to go in this class.
In your Class 7 of your Spring Yearling Bulls, first place goes to Lot 14, LLH Big Norm 110, exhibited by Landon Lively of Howard, South Dakota. Your second place goes to Lot 12, FCC Poncho 194 ET, exhibited by Frecking Cattle Company. Third place goes to your Lot 9 bull, SH Jolly Fellow J321, exhibited by Schmidt Herefords. And fourth place goes to Lot 15, WFH 8037 Voyager 59J, exhibited by Walsh Family Herefords. Now in the ring is your Class 8 of Spring Yearling Bulls. There's 4 entries in this class. While our judge sorts this class, I wanted to take a moment to let everyone know that the South Dakota Hereford Association placed some directories at the end of the bleachers. The South Dakota Hereford directories feature all the dates of our upcoming events throughout 2022. If you're looking for some cattle beyond this sale, please visit our website, southdakotaherefords.org, and we have a list of our membership with their contact information and when their sales are. If you ever have any questions about the Hereford breed, sales, or events in the state of South Dakota, my name and phone number is in the directory along with our board officers, so never hesitate to reach out or call.
I got another class of 4 really good individuals. Really a big, powerful bull I started out with. I didn't start with him because he's the biggest in the class. I started with him because I really think he's the best one in the class. If you look at him, analyze him closely, he is so powerful on standing on so much bone, and yet he is so free and easy moving when he does want to lead for the young man. He gets around the ring extremely well, just massively muscled, huge top, huge quarter in him, and yet he does it in a really sound and functional package, and I like that a lot about him. Just an awfully nice bull when he gets out there and moves for this young man. Next bull follows real closely and kind. I really like him from the side profile. Really good through that front end. Big old hip in him, big quarter. I like that. He just plain out got overpowered. Just a big stout bull ahead of him, but really good bull in his own right as well. Next young man as bull coming out. If you want to add some length of side in your cows, use this guy. Man, he is the longest sided bull I've seen all day. Really good in his lines. He gets out and moves really well. Maybe just a little more green in his condition, but really nice, well-balanced bull. The next bull, very nice in his own right. He just got overpowered today, but very straight in his lines, functionally sound. Got some meat and muscle in him, and I sure think he'll work in different programs for whatever you're looking for. Good set of bulls. Congratulations.
Your Class 8 of Spring Yearling Bulls. First place goes to Lot 17, TL Cotton's Element 2114 ET, exhibited by Taylor Lasik. Second place goes to your Lot 18 Bull, DAE Standout 28J, exhibited by Dandy Acres Enterprises. Third place in that class goes to Lot 18, FCC Hoemaker 195 ET, exhibited by Frecking Cattle Company. And fourth place goes to Lot 19, Hainesmeyer and Son Incorporated, exhibiting Haynes 9592 Robin Hood 78A 2113. Now in the ring is your Class 9 of Junior Yearling Bulls. There are 5 entries in this class. Now, if you're looking to get a buyer number, you can head on over towards the lunch stand, and there's a chamber booth out that way. If you're interested in waiting until closer to the sale, the committee will move in, and you'll be able to buy your bidder number right in the ring here.
A little bigger class, we got 5, but 5 really nice bulls top to bottom, but I had one bull surface to the top for me pretty easily. I really like this bull extremely well. Super long-sided, super extended through that front end, really clean through that throat latch, really nice about that head and neck, super sound as he gets out around the ring, square hipped, level topped, sure got plenty of power and thickness for me. I just think puts a lot of good things in a really nice package, and a nice bull for this young man. The next gal coming next, her bull follows most closely, I think, in type and kind. He's really deep ribbed, really got a nice rib shape to him, really level topped, sound footed, sound legged, really good on the move. Maybe just not as good through that front end, but a really nice functional bull in its own right. It was really close between second and third. The third place bull, very similar in kind, really straight in his lines, maybe didn't have quite the depth of rib the bull ahead of him did, but really long-sided, and I think a bull that could add a lot of length to anybody's herd. The next 2 bulls coming very similar in kind. You could go either way with these. Very sound, functional, just maybe got overpowered today, but very good type of bulls in their own right with some meat and muscle, very sound, functional. Look like they'd have a lot of longevity in them. Nice class. Congratulations.
In your Class 9 of Junior Yearling Bulls, first place goes to Lot 23, ECR SPH 21A Journey 107, consigned by Springwater Polled Herefords and Fawcett's Elm Creek Ranch. Second place goes to Lot 20, KH Casper's Mac 962109, exhibited by Angus Herefords. Third place goes to Lot 22, KH Casper's Cal 930110, exhibited by Angus Herefords. Fourth place goes to Hans 9415, exhibited by Hainsmeyer and Sons Incorporated. That's your Lot 21 bull. And fifth place goes to Lot 24, Haynes 9414, Shrek 15E 2110, exhibited by Hainsmeyer and Son Incorporated. Now in the ring is your Class 10 of Junior Yearling Bulls. There's 4 entries in this class. Following this class, the judge will select your champion and reserve champion Yearling Bull.
4 really useful functional bulls in this class as well. Chose to start out once again with my combination bull. The bull I thought put everything together, the parts and pieces I like the most in the best package. Really square when he gets out and moves, really level topped like that. You get behind him and he is the most powerful muscled bull in this class. No doubt in my mind about that. Big top, big lower quarter, maybe not as long-sided as a couple right behind him, but just a really sound functional bull that kind of put everything together to come to the top of this class. Next 2 bulls are really close in my mind, very similar in type and kind, both extremely long bulls, really long-bodied. You sure could put some length of body in your calves if you'd go with either of these 2 bulls. I just thought there was more to the second place bull, a little stouter, especially over that top and through that hind quarter, but just a nice functional bull. Probably the longest bull in the class is the bull in third place. He is super, super long. Really appreciate that about him. Maybe that because of that gives up just a little bit of depth, but just a good kind of a bull as well. And then just a real practical bull at the end. Not as pretty through that front end, but got plenty of muscle, plenty of meat, really functionally sound. Just 4 high-quality bulls in this class.
In your Class 10 Junior Yearling Bulls, first place goes to Lot 26, DAJ Commitment 2105, exhibited by Derek and Allison Gaikowski. Second place goes to Lot 27, LLH Mr. Encore 65S101, exhibited by Landon Libley. Third place goes to Lot 28, TL Eyes Forever 2101, exhibited by Taylor Lasik. And fourth place goes to Lot 25, KH Caspers Max 973101, exhibited by Angus Hereford. Now, we welcome back all the class winners of the yearling bull calves, and the judge will select your champion and reserve yearling bull. A friendly reminder that All of these bulls and heifers going through the show this morning will be for sale this afternoon following the Angus sale, which begins at 12:30 p.m. You can get your buyer's numbers and register for a buyer number if you walk towards the concession stand behind this side of the bleachers, or you can wait till about half an hour before the sale begins and get your bidder number right here in the arena.
Well, picking bull calf champion, I'm really, really pleased with the individuals we got back in line here. I think they all do a lot of things well. They're all structurally sound, top to bottom. They're all got some meat and muscle in them, do a lot of things awfully well. A couple of them do a little better in my mind. It is strictly my opinion today. I'm mostly just helping you put a show order together, but there's a couple that kind of surfaced for me in this group, so I'm going to pick you the champion, and then we'll pick your reserve. But let's give this group of exhibitors a nice round of applause. Good set of bulls.
And your champion yearling bull goes to lot 23, ECR SPH 21A Journey 107, exhibited by Springwater Polled Herefords and Fawcett's Elm Creek Ranch.
The bull that came back second in that class, really nice, sound, functional bull as well. I like a lot of things about him, but the other bull that hit me really hard in class, and it was really close between him and my champion bull. That'll be the young man with the dark red bull. Really nice calf. Give him a round of applause.
And your reserve champion yearling bull goes to lot 14, LLH Big Norm 110, exhibited by Landon Lively of Howard, South Dakota. Now we'll continue on with the bull show with class 11, your senior yearling bull. This is a one entry class. Now in the ring is your Class 11 Senior Yearling Bull. This is a fall-born 18-month bull.
Really nice single entry in this class. Now we're in senior yearling bulls. Big old boys that can cover some ground and cover some more cows for you. Really useful kind of bull, really super long bodied, like his level top. I like he gets around the ring. Just a real functional, useful type of bull. I think it could do a lot of guys a lot of good. Congratulations.
In your Class 11 Senior Yearling Bull, first place goes to Lot 29, LLH Frank 090, exhibited by Landon Lively of Howard, South Dakota. Now in the ring, we have your Class 12, which is your final class of the Hereford show of 2-year-old bulls. There's 2 entries in this class. Following this class, the judge will select your champion senior bull and reserve champion senior bull.
Two really high-quality senior individuals in this group. Very similar in type and kind. Chose to go with the darker red bull. He's maybe just a touch heavier muscled. Got a little more mass to him. I think he's got a little more depth of rib. When I get behind him, he's just a little stouter in his makeup. I like him from his feet to the ground. Just a nice kind of a bull. Very athletic in his movement and very useful, as well as the second place bull. He is super long. He is the longest bodied bull in the class. Really gets around on a good set of feet and legs as well. Maybe doesn't balance up quite as nicely, wants to sag just a little bit in that top, but 2 bulls that'll get out and cover an awful lot of cows for you, and 2 really good individuals.
In your Class 12 of 2-year-old bulls, first place goes to Lot 32, 4C, 800 Cornerstone 021 of Cardinal Creek Cattle Company. Second place goes to Lot 30, ZH 7237 Real 057, exhibited by Angus Herefords. Now we welcome back into the ring your winner from Class 11 and Class 12. The judge will select your champion senior and reserve champion senior bull. Following this division, the judge will select your overall grand champion and reserve grand champion bull.
Okay, let's walk them one time. In this division, picking your champion senior bull, two really nice bulls. We got actually all three of the seniors are extremely good bulls. You could flip-flop them any way you want, depending on what you're looking for in your herd, and I sure couldn't argue with you either way. Today, the one bull I like probably the best today is the bull to my left here, the big bull. Just a little more mass and power to him today. Just shows me a little more volume. Just a big, rugged bull who I think can do a world of good. We won't bring the other bull back in. I'm going to use the young man up here for reserve. Really love the length of body on this bull. I like the way he balances up. Just maybe gave up a little power compared to the first bull, but two really good bulls can do a lot of good for a lot of herds. Let's give them a round of applause.
And your champion senior bull goes to lot 32, 4C800, Cornerstone 021, exhibited by Cardinal Creek Cattle Company. And your reserve champion senior bull goes to lot 29, LLH Frank 090, exhibited by Landon Lively. Now we'll welcome back our champion yearling bull and champion senior bull for the judge select the overall grand champion Hereford bull. If you're just joining us today, our judge is Ed Schmidt from Slayton, Minnesota. Ed and Ethany, along with their family, own and operate Double E Cattle Company. They raise Simmental and Sim Angus cattle. Ed also worked as a herdsman for over 30 years at Hook Farms in Tracy, Minnesota. Throughout many years, he and his family have been involved in judging cattle throughout the Midwest. As we near the conclusion of the Hereford show today, I'd like to remind everybody that the Hereford sale will begin immediately following the Angus sale, which begins at 12:30 this afternoon. So we'd ask that you stick around for the sale. If you're looking for some lunch, behind this side of the bleachers, there's a concession stand. You can also go back there right now and get your buyer number. After the conclusion of the Hereford show, we'll rearrange the arena, and you can come right into the arena to get your buyer number. The Grand Champion Hereford Bull will compete for the Supreme Champion overall breeds on Friday, February 11th at 3:30 in the afternoon. The Supreme Champion Bull, the buyer and the consignor will each receive $1,500. Also have a special sponsor. 605 Sires and Donors is awarding the Supreme Champion Bull and female a $100 certificate.
Well, I'm really pleased when we get our championship lineup back out here. I think we got four bulls that look, at least in my mind, very similar in type of kind. Very level, very balanced, very sound, functional when they go around the ring. Just to me, very useful, meaty type cattle that I like to use. Would you guys, I encouraged in the Angus buyers, and I'll do the same now, go back and visit with these guys. They've worked hard all year. They've made breeding decisions. They've managed these cattle. They've halter broke them. They've brought them here to town. They've fed them right. They've done a really good job. They've worked hard to bring you guys some of the top stock around. And visit with them. Check, you know what you need in your herd. Pick out EPDs that'll work for you. Pick out the kind of bull that'll work. But I think back there's everything that you could use and more. It's a really, really super set of cattle today. And I'm really honored, and I thank the committee for asking me to come up and evaluate them today. With that being said, I'm going to pick you a champion in reserve. There's a couple today that I liked awfully, awfully well. And I'm going to go shake the hands of these two individuals. But please give these breeders a big round of applause. They've done a super job all day.
And your grand champion Hereford bull goes to lot 23, ECR SPH 21A, Journey 107, exhibited by Springwater Polled Herefords and Fawcett's Elm Creek Ranch. And your reserve champion Hereford bull goes to lot 14, LLH Big Norm 110, exhibited by Landon Lively of Howard, South Dakota. Again, just a reminder to get your buyer number ahead of time so you don't have to wait in line. Grab lunch while you're here, and we look forward to seeing you for the Hereford sale following the Angus this afternoon at 12:30.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I like 2 there. They're gonna move this, right?
We're gonna do the dedication and all that first.
Oh, before you move it? Oh. All right, get this.
Regardless, I guess we're probably gonna.
Not trying to be pushy, but
Yeah, no, I
okay. There's a deal here.
Welcome everybody to the 77th Annual Winter Farm Show. This is the opening kickoff or opening ceremonies here. We got a few things to go through here, but sorry, can everybody hear me now? Wasn't close enough, sorry. Again, thank you everybody for coming today. Special thanks to all the veterans in the crowd today as well. Today, presenting the colors for today, welcome the Northeast South Dakota Vietnam Veterans Chapter 1054. We'll be presenting the colors today. If we could please remain standing until the colors have been retired, following the singing of our national anthem by Lizzie Hofer. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets are regular, thy bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah, big thanks to the Vietnam veterans and Lizzie for doing a great job there. Thank you. Before we get into the dedication piece of this, I'd like to just give a special thanks to a number of people that helped put this show on. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Obviously, the big thanks to all the Supreme Row sponsors. Livestock is and will continue to be a big part of this show, and we want to continue improving on things and making that a big part of the show again. So big thanks to all our Supreme Row sponsors. Special thanks to Kelsey Becking and the Watertown Chamber of Commerce. Kelsey is right here, kind of behind. She's always working, and she's done a great job of organizing this, and she works close with the Ag Committee, and really does a fantastic job of putting this all together, and it takes a tremendous amount of work to do that. So thanks to all the Ag Committee members as well. There's a number of us here. They, again, thank you for those guys. So every year, the Ag Committee has the privilege of introducing a couple of folks that have been very involved in the farm show over the years, and so we get to do a dedication. And in fact, the last couple of years, there's so many people that have been a part of this for so long that we've been fortunate, and we decided to go, and we have two of those special guests today that we want to recognize for all their contributions and work and all that stuff that goes into bringing life to this farm show. So the first individual that we like to recognize the farm show is being dedicated to is Al Rader. If Al and his family could come down here. I was just talking to Al. That's on mute right now. I was just talking to Al earlier, and we were visiting, and he said he doesn't usually get to come in where it's warm, and so because he's always out working and doing the parking lot, and so Al's been a long time active member of the Ag Committee. He still is. He was out parking cars this morning. He's at every meeting that we do. He, again, longtime resident, participant in the farm show, and we're really, really excited to be able to dedicate this piece of it to Al Rader. So thank you, Al.
Is it a, yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Travis, and everybody on the Ag Chamber Committee. I really appreciate this honor. And I've always enjoyed coming out here to the Watertown Winter Farm Show and working. I guess my job has usually been in the south end of the barn and in the parking lot. And just always had good people to work with. The first years I was out here, we had Gene Canas and Bob Ellis. And then now we have Alan Rude and Mike Passo, and then they're in the parking lot in the daytime. And our night man is Danny Busco. And then we have Stephanie Baer taking care of Supreme Row. So they're just a lot of good people to work with. And also another reason I like to come out here is a lot of people I just see once a year. Former students, former classmates, that type of thing. I see you out here once a year, and that's always a lot of fun. So I'd like to tell you or introduce my family here. First of all, over there on live auction, I have my three grandchildren are watching now, and we have twin grandsons, Evan and Jaden. They're 10 years old, and they're in the 4th grade. And then my favorite granddaughter, as she likes me to call her, she's going to have her 7th birthday next week. She's a 1st grader, and we're going to go out there for her birthday next week. So I just want to thank them for watching. My oldest daughter is here. She is the principal at Lincoln High School in Sioux Falls. So she just came up here for the hour. And then my wife, Pam, and Pam has always been a help because she knows during the week of the Watertown Winter Farm Show, she doesn't plan anything for me. She never has, and she knows that. So with that, it's enough about me. Let's just get on with the Watertown Winter Farm Show. And again, I say thank you.
Thank you, Al. Again, thanks, Al, and appreciate your continued support and work with the Ag Committee. Our Our next recipient that we wanted to give special thanks to and dedicate the farm show to is a longtime producer and supporter Dennis Schmig and his family. If they're here, if they want to, they're making their way. So Dennis was before he gets here, yeah. Dennis's family have been involved with the farm show for many, many years, and they were instrumental in bringing the first Simmental show to the Watertown Farm Show in 1981, and he's still an active producer. Again, longtime producer. He was just telling me earlier that he was clipping bulls yesterday, so he's very active in participating in that, and we're very excited to be able to dedicate the farm show to Dennis Schmig and his family as well. So thank you, Dennis. Sorry, I forgot to give him the mic. Expected him to talk, and I didn't even give him a mic.
That's all right. I could do without that too. So anyway, thanks for the committee for everything they've done, and I never thought that I'd be recognized for. I don't know. I guess you feel you never deserved it anyway, you know. But I guess we were part of the farm show going back and getting it going, and just a lot of good people we worked with back then, and still is. But some of them, well, Bob Scher was county agent, and I think Jack Thomas was one of the guys that helped initially get this thing going with us. There was a guy named Wid Lewis, Arvis Rammel. I know I'll forget a lot of guys. Another guy that's a couple guys, Gary Mack, Keith Mack, some of those guys, but the guys, the barn guys, Stan Buskell, the guys were so helpful and considerate, and again, Al Rader, the parking and so forth. So it was good coming here. Everybody treated us real well, and I'll introduce my wife, Joanne. She's holding the plaque. Over here is my daughter, Rebecca. She's from Minneota, Minnesota. My other daughter, Denise, she's from Shakopee, and my son, Nathan, he's from Minneota, Minnesota, too. So.
Can I say something?
Okay, my daughter's going to talk now.
So we just want to thank all of you for honoring my dad, and also Joanne, who has been by his side for all these years. There are 3 of our siblings who can't physically be here with us today, but I want to make sure that we acknowledge them because I know that they're very proud of you as well. And I want to thank our family and friends who also came here to support my dad today. Thank you.
Is it on? Yes. I guess I just wanted to say that I didn't do a lot with the cattle, but we set up the booth and manned it, brought cookies and coffee, and did the hospitality room. That was kind of a challenge, but I had a lot of people came, and it was just fun, and I had a couple other women I'm going to mention, Jane Green and Jeannie Tejan, which helped me with a lot of this stuff, and probably others too, but those were the main ones. Thank you.
Yeah, there was a lot of people were involved in it that you kind of forget, but that it took a lot of people, and same with our Simmental breeders, to make it work. So thanks for recognizing us. So.
I think I'm going to get a haircut from Dennis here later this afternoon. Thank you, Al and Dennis, and your families. Very well deserving of this show being dedicated to you guys, and it takes a lot of good people to be able to do this for so many years. That concludes our dedication for the farm show, and we really thank you everybody for coming out with a nice